Hello guys, and welcome to this Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Let's Play. So this is actually episode 3 if you've noticed in the title, but I'm actually going to be starting this again. So I put 2 episodes out last year where we began a park, but it was about that time I also took a break from my YouTube channel, so never really developed this series. So we're going to be starting a brand new park this time. To be honest, I've lost the save game for the last one that we were working on. And with that brand new park, we're going to work through Sandbox mode. And I'm going to try and do things a little bit more structured, because obviously being Sandbox mode, we're not going to have any specific goals to work towards. So the way we're going to do this Let's Play is I'm going to set it, at least to begin with, at 10 episodes. So we'll see how much we can get done during those episodes. After that, we'll either start a new park, or we might extend it if everybody wants us to. We haven't got very far by another few episodes, or if people aren't even watching this series, then we'll probably call it quits and move on to something else. And as far as scheduling goes, I don't normally do things on schedule, but to try and kindle some interest in this Let's Play, I'm going to be releasing episodes for this on a Monday. So every Monday I'm going to put a new episode out, and we're going to be doing at least 10 episodes, so we'll see how we get on from there. So without any further ado, we're going to bang Sandbox mode up there and start a brand new game. I'm not actually using any custom scenery for this playthrough. I've literally just installed the game and set my graphics settings. I threw a few theme park music files into the custom music folder, and hopefully I will remember how to play this. For those who remember, let's close the park because we've got no rides or anything going on here just yet. And we'll set the cycle to daytime only. We don't want to be building in the dark. For those who follow my channel, you've probably seen that I put a video out a few weeks ago now on the Roller Coaster Tycoon World Beta that was released to us. And on that video I basically slate the roller coaster builder that we've been given in that game. So I'm not a big fan of what we've seen with Roller Coaster Tycoon World, although Atari have announced that they are going to be making massive improvements to those systems that have been heavily criticised. So I'm all for keeping an open mind, and I'll certainly no doubt be looking at that game again in the future. But for now, it's back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, a game which I do love and I've spent a lot of time with in the past. So let's get started. And I haven't really got a plan for this park. I'm literally going to be making it all up as I go along. But as we're going through the episodes, feel free to post it in the comments any suggestions you want to make, any ideas as we go forward about how we can move things along, change things, etc, etc. We'll start, I think, by deleting the path there. So we're going to be doing things straight from scratch. I'm just going to move my microphone a sec, so apologies if you hear some crackling while I do that. Hopefully you can still hear me okay now. Just get that there. Right, that'll do. And let's start building another path. So I want to try and make not the most exciting entrance in the world, but something a little bit more exciting than that one stream of tarmac that was going down just then. So we shall go for maybe the ornate. The crazy paving, I think, always makes a kind of good feel to a park entrance. So we'll start bringing that out there like that. And like that. And as with many theme parks, we'll probably have some shops and stalls around the entrance here in order to entice our peeps to spend their lovely money as they come in and leave the park. But before we do anything in the way of shops, we're just going to make a nice pretty area for people to wander into. So we've got some crazy paving going on down here. And we're going to put some topiaries and some bushes around. I know that this isn't always the most exciting thing to build, but in my opinion, when you finish doing these kinds of sections of the park, it is worth it in the end because things do look a lot prettier. So where do I find flower beds? It has been a while since I've done anything of the sort. We've got fences, walls, roofs and buildings. path extras, scenery items could be under there. Let's just double check. Maybe not. Let's just hide all these others apart from the general. We will be using a lot of these scenery items as we go through. There we go, look, flower bed, that's what I'm after. Oh, we could have done this. In fact, we shall. Is it normal with flowers to kind of... No, I don't like that. We'll just go for some flower beds all throughout. And I think we'll go for some fences. I thought there was like a white fence. I'm not seeing it. I thought it would have been under the generic tab, but it isn't. Okay, well, we'll leave fences for now. We'll just get some trees up. The trees can behave as our fences, or some bushes. What do you say to that? Let's get some prettier trees up, but not quite that big. Ah, some bushes. That could be interesting. Yeah, look, we can have bush fences. Homemade. Don't know how this is going to look, but we'll find out in a moment, I would imagine. And we'll stick some good old scenery path items on here. Once again, I'm just going for generic, seeing as how this is only the park entrance. We don't want anything too fancy. Have some jumping fountains down the middle section of the path. Probably sticking just a couple of bins on the corners there. And have some nice wooden benches. Going down the centre here. And on this side. I like to go for the symmetrical approach. I don't claim to be the best #1 RCT3 designer in the world, or probably anywhere close to that. I'm not going to bother with a sign there. I guess these tall park signs though are somewhat common, aren't they, at park entrances? So we'll put one. Let me just turn around so I can see what I'm doing. Nope, not you. Why is it red? Let me just try and get this. I guess it's just saying there's too much stuff on here, isn't it? Okay, we'll leave the park signs. I'm not going to waste too much time with those. So that's going to be the initial entrance to our park. Maybe we could just build something for people to maybe walk through. Again, I'm not going to spend massive amounts of time on it, but just something colourful, since that's what we all like, isn't it, when we go to a theme park? A bit of character. We've got some brick walls here we can use. We'll just build a little entrance here. Again, nothing overly fancy. We'll just make it a tad bit higher than that. Throw some windows in for good measure. Probably change the colour of the ground here as well, to tell you the truth. We'll go for one more full height. Just like that. I'm not going to build this all the way down. It's kind of like supposed to be a bit of an open space. Just turn around here, and the same on the other side. Again, I am making this up as we go along, so I have no idea what this is going to look like when we're all done. Could have gone for some nice rounded corners, but I do just want to get something going for the time being. And we can just go for a very, very simple castle-like effect here. And I do mean simple. I hope that RCT World will allow you to build custom scenery in this fashion. I know it's giving us the option to do it outside of the game, which is fine and all, but I would like to be able to see it inside the game as well. And what would be the best roof? Probably this, I'd imagine. And maybe we should just have one around here as well. A little bit higher though. Kind of like the King's Castle, isn't it then? Just make sure that that's all lining up. I do have to keep turning it all around in order to match it up. The reason why I took one out of there is so we can stick a window in. And we're using round windows in this particular design. And we'll stick our roof back on there. So you can kind of see the design that we're going for. As people approach, they'll go through the gardens and then into the main entrance. And we just need a suitable roof here. A small slate rooftop will probably do the job fine. Maybe we could just do it this side though. Let's just see. Yeah, that'll do fine. Again, I'm not after anything too spectacular here. I can't remember if you can copy or paste in this game or not. It's possible that you might be able to. It seems to ring a bell. That's not looking too shabby. Okay, it's not brilliant, but not too bad. Right, so now we just need to figure out how we want our path to go through. Probably want it all to join up. No, I don't want it all to join up because I do want shops on the other side. So we can hide custom scenery if we need to. Okay, so we can't build it actually there. That's fine. Let's just turn this around again so we can see what we're doing. And we come out the other side. So what we can do now, just to finish this little design off, is just throw in a few more walls. Just standard wall is all I want. I must have built that under the ground a little bit or something on the other side. I don't think I want to go all the way through though. Now, how have I done that? Ah, I see. I didn't even realise I'd used the 2/3 height. But there you have it. You learn something new every day. Throw those in there. And more windows, please. Where's the windows? Windows, windows, windows. But this time we'll go for the... for those windows. There we have it. A nice park entrance. Right, so I do just want to maybe sort the floor out inside. Although it's not really going to matter too much, is it? But if we go to terrain, terrain tools, terrain textures, that's the one. Terrain surface. And what is it we want to go for? Something a little bit more becoming of the building itself. Not mud, rock. What we got here? Bordered concrete, stony sand. Maybe we could try this bordered concrete. Let's just notch it down a bit. That looks pretty good. Just kind of fills up the space between the paths. So yeah, I'd say that I like that. And now we can start moving out into our shopping area. And if we start building some shops, then the next inevitable part after that will be to build some actual rides. And before we do anything, what I might do is actually build a ride. I don't think there's a problem in having a ride right near the entrance here. You do get that in a lot of theme parks. So we'll once again bring our crazy paving up. And the ride, if we build a carousel at least, will provide some music and some, therefore, entertainment for our new park visitors, getting them in that theme park spirit and mood. Junior rides, the merry-go-round, yes please. It's a shame that this isn't a full-size carousel. Often when you go to a real theme park, the carousels are bigger than this. This is more of a kids version, which is fine, but I would have preferred there to be a full-size standard version. And I'm not even sure if we're getting one of those in RCT World, in all honesty, because I've only seen this small version once again. But hopefully I'll be wrong about that. If we pop it there, then at least people will be able to see it. Although we are probably going to put some scenery around it. Is that the right colour? Is that a carousel colour? Choose colours. I know they're supposed to be yellow, but yellow and red. Maybe that's more carousel-y. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's just take all the blue tinge out of there. And if we open it, and what music should we put on? I always like to change the inspection time to 10 minutes. We'll make sure, because this is sandbox mode, that we have plenty of mechanics in anyway. And that will just increase the reliability of our ride. So we're just going to call this the good old carousel. And no music, we shall change to carousel. It doesn't matter, we can put classical, but I'll just generally leave it as other. It doesn't affect anything apart from peeps that like other. So we've got some nice carousel music going on. And we'll build our park exit. And we'll build our path. Generic path, adventure, spooky, sci-fi or western. I think generic will do the job fine. Although we're probably not going to stick with this pretty mean grey colour. We'll just finish the path right there. I'll tell you what, just so far I can tell you straight away, this game is so much more fluid and easy to control than Roller Coaster Tycoon World. I understand they're going for this more realistic approach, but Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 has always had the casual gamer at its heart. You've already got games like No Limits and Theme Park Studio to cater to that hardcore market. RCT should be, above all else, about fun. And I think that's something they really did lose, at least with what we've seen with the beta of Roller Coaster Tycoon World. And I do hope that they bring the game more back to its roots. So, yeah, basically, you know, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 with better graphics, I'd be happy then. I'd love that. Anyway, right, I said we was going to change the colour of this path, didn't I? I don't know if we can change it. Oh, yeah, we can. From here, I believe. That's it. I knew we could change the colour, but I didn't know if we could change it after we'd built it. So, if we could change that to white. Change that to white. And we could change this to a nice red colour. There we go. And we've got some room here to decorate with some scenery. It's always important to get some colour in the park early on. I'm just going to... Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. Just turn the music up a little bit here because I can't hear it very well. Or maybe that's because I've got my speakers down low. Sounds like a bit of Louis Armstrong there. Darling, don't seem to go away again. Right then, that's enough of my singing for one day. We shall throw some scenery around here. I don't want to be going for big oak trees. Something quite small, I think, for the carousel. We'll probably put some scenery items in here. We'll just cover it with some topiaries. Let's not have all diamond ones though. Maybe we go for some cones as well. Doesn't look too bad. And we'll go back for the diamond ones. Okay. Seem to have messed this up. That's more like it. Oh, that'll do. We're just about there, I think. And maybe we can have some ducks looking out from the back here. There we go. We just need one more cone. Bit of a perfectionist. So we've kind of closed this off in its area, and we just need something to fill this space. It's quite fast, that is, you know. You need to hold on tight to that, you'll be flying off. Right then, so this is all generic. Let's have a nice dolphin fountain. That's not a dolphin fountain. There we go. Put that by the exit. And a nice frog fountain on the other side, perhaps. And a nice giant butterfly as well. Let's just turn it around so that it's more facing the path. There we go. And I think that will do nicely. We'll just throw some other trees in here. We don't particularly want to block off the fountains that we just placed into there. So maybe some more pretty flower beds will do the job. Just like that. That's looking alright. So we've got our nice park entrance here. And people, if they look carefully to the left, can see our first ride, the carousel. We're probably going to want to leave some space on the other side for whatever transport ride we build later on. Monorail, train, or whatever the case may be. We've still got a lot of open space here which we're going to have to sort out. But we are making progress, which is always good. I am disappointed. I really thought there was a white fence which looked, you know, quite... Yeah, that fence. The fence that's in this icon. Where is that? I'm sure I remember using it before. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just build some quick fences. Can we build from the inside of the path? No, we can't, so outside it is. We don't want people walking into the danger zone of the carousel, do we? That'll do. And we can go off now and start building some of our shopping zones. Let's just throw a mechanic in here before we do anything though, or this carousel is not going to be inspected. So we want to go to park management. And there we go, staff. We've already got our good old park inspector inspecting our rides. And there's the mechanic. So we'll stick one in now. I generally stick one in for every 3 or 4 rides or so. Just make sure that we definitely have enough so that our rides don't fail at all. So bear with me, I'm just going to grab a quick drink here. And it's time to move on. So, we'll bring our path back out, I think, first of all. crazy paving. We'll just put a connection in there should people wish to cross sides. You never know with people. We'll go to scenery, throw in a couple of our popular flower beds, and we'll start building some of our shops. So for that we're going to need even more path. And this is going to be our shopping area, just here. So we'll bring this out there, like thus, and then we've got a nice place to stick all our shops in the middle. And then we'll have a nice forecourt for people to relax on. I want to be a little bit careful because I know that the peeps do act pretty stupid in this game. You can't really double up on paths, sadly, or they just start wandering around getting lost all over the place. So we'll go ahead first of all with some eating places, and we could once again build a little building to stick our shops in, and I might do just that. But before we do anything, let's actually get the shops themselves in. So we'll go for burgers, we'll go for eating on this side, so next we'll have chicken, and next we shall have some good old fries, I guess. And we are just going to have to extend the path out by one, or it's not really going to work with this kind of design. So we'll delete that there. That's more like it, just gives us space for one extra shop. And I think we'll go for something in the way of pudding. Donuts will be a good one. Just to clarify, I am playing the game with both expansions, that's Soaked and Wild. Although I suspect if you're playing this game right now, you are almost certainly playing with those expansions as well. And right on the other side here, we're going to stick some drinks. So, yeah, drinks is pretty much what we want. Hot cocoa. And coffee. I mean, to be honest, you'd think that this would be one shop for all of these things, but if we're going to keep things separate, then so be it. And lemonade, seeing as how it's our only other option. And then we've got plenty of space in the middle. Maybe we can have more pretty stuff down these sides with some toilets and whatnot down here. Information kiosk and the like. So good old ATM. Is this only got one exit? I can't quite see. Oh no, it attaches on all four sides. But we'll just do it on 3 sides for the time being. Probably shouldn't put that there. How do I move? Okay, looks like we can't. I was going to stick it near the front, but that's fine there, to be honest. Information. And good old toilets. Facilities. Toilets. We can probably connect everything on each side, to be honest, now that we've gone for this layout. Just like that. And now we can go for something pretty down here. I don't know if I want to go for any more flower beds just yet. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know we could have these. Maybe some roses. Or some tulips. We haven't got any tulips in yet, have we? Let's go on to path items. Okay, so we'll probably stick some tulips or roses in. Yeah, just like this. All the way down there. And some roses on this side. Just cram this with roses. People can look at all our pretty flowers while they're drinking their coffee or having their wheeze. And now something in between each of the shops, but before we do that, let's just go ahead and build a kind of enclosure for these shops. Colonial war set? Possibly. Possibly. Don't know what this is going to be like, but we'll find out, no doubt, I'm sure. Where's the standard walls? Wall 3 meters, is that the standard? Yep. Oh no, we want to go for another corner there, don't we? So that we get the round pillar. Now, what height do I want this? Probably just a height of 6 meters. Just like that. We've got doors. Something with windows would be fine for now. Yeah, something like Colonial Window 1. Like that, indeed. And we can go ahead and fill that in with our wool. That's a bit annoying. It's going to have to come out a bit there. I could go ahead and fix that and change it, but I'm not going to bother for now, to be honest. Right then, as far as roofing goes, let me just see what this will look like. It will look fine, but do we have one that doesn't have to have windows in? That one can have a window. Wants to go a little bit higher, that one does. A bit too high if you're asking me. Let's just get the next one in. And see if we can do it this time, or maybe the fries are in the way. Yep, it seems they are, which means we're going to have to go higher here. Which is just a tad annoying. But there we go, there you have it. Maybe if we could just go for the 2 meter one. No, we can't do that because we need to be on the corners, don't we? So we'll go for the good old 3 meters. Yeah, we'll just stick it on the proper side this time. No, we won't. Whoa, it's the wrong flipping colour. Let's get rid of those. I know it's looking a little bit messy, this one is, but it's not going to matter in the long term of it all. There we go. And I'm not going to put any more windows in anyway, so I might as well just fill those up. And we'll go for the corner again. Like that. This wasn't meant to be like a big of a job, to be honest with you, but it certainly ended up that way, hasn't it? Right, and we might as well stick some roofing on now. Or we could actually just do a kind of balcony around. I don't know how that would look. Should we try that? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go for the floor then. I guess that's what it's there for, isn't it? Build that. Probably won't go for something quite so impressive on the other side. Not that this is going to be impressive, but you know what I mean. As far as spending time on it all goes. And we shall... Where has the balcony sections gone? Before we do that, actually, let's just put some walls in. nothing too impressive, but just to separate the ceiling from the rest of it all. Probably will actually need to go for the full size walls here. Go for the second window there. We're getting there, slowly but surely we are getting there. I don't want a door. Is that what I just put in there? Doors? Or was that windows? No, it was windows, wasn't it? Right. So we could actually cover this up if we wanted to. No, we couldn't. We don't want to anyway, so that's fine. Right then, and where's the balcony gone? Balconies, where are you? Right. It's not the most exciting of balconies then, is it? Okay, we'll leave the balcony. I was kind of hoping we could have it, well, a little bit better than it is. Oh, as a matter of fact then, I actually hate those roofs now. I wonder if we could just build over the top. Yeah, we can. That's not too bad. That's better than how it looks anyway. And just turn you around. I've never been an expert with custom scenery. It is a little bit fiddly, but to be honest, that's not too shabby. What I probably could have done is put the actual shops further in, so we could have covered the whole facade in front of them up. But that's not too bad. Maybe we could just change the colour of the floor and then be done with it. So what colour did we have the others? Concrete, wasn't it? Let's just, well no, it wasn't concrete, it was concrete with some other stuff, but we'll just have these as concrete, like thus. And probably just throw some trees around to finish off, or some topiaries, or some more bushes. I think we'll throw some bushes there. And just put some... No, I'm not going to put any more trees in just yet. We'll wait till we develop that area behind it, and then we can put in some more scenery as and when we so choose. But I'll tell you what, folks, I think we'll call it quits there for the day. We've made a little bit of progress. We've started up our part. We built the entrance and some shops, and we've also built our first ride as well, which is always nice to see in a theme park, of course. So next time we'll finish off our shops, throw in a new ride, and open to the peeps, see what they think of our efforts so far. Please do join me for that. If you want to see more in this series, let me know in the comments section. By all means, as I mentioned, post some suggestions of things you want to see me build, and please do subscribe to the channel as well. Remember, new episodes for this Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 series will be put out every Monday, and the initial aim anyway is to go for 10 episodes, and we'll see what happens from there. Until next time guys, bye for now.